I take a lot of my childhood with me everywhere. I think adults often forget being a kid and forget what it's like, but there is a lot of value in youth. And a huge thing that I take from being a child is idealism. Like understanding that just because someone says that the world is the way that it is doesn't mean it's really how it has to be, or even necessarily true about how it is. And I can remember being so young, way too young for anyone but Kelly Ozawa, my first grade teacher, to listen to me. And just thinking like, I think you might be wrong about that, right? And about all kinds of stuff, about the way that minds work, or about how kind people may or may not be, or about what's like better for people. And just like knowing as a 5-year-old, like, that can't be right. That really can't be right. And then you find out like, oh, that's really how people think. Like, this is a really standard way that people think, but that doesn't mean that's how you have to think. That doesn't mean it's how it has to be, right? Like that feeling of like hope and knowing just intrinsically that something is good or bad despite what's normal or accepted. Yeah, that comes from my childhood. And that is so pivotal in my work every day because it's about progress. It's about giving people voices. And if I didn't think it was important for people's voices to be heard, then like, what's the point of my job, right? Like, I'm not paid enough to be like trying to tell you to say things that aren't true in your heart. And so that feeling of idealism and of knowing that things can be better, that comes from my childhood, and that is a skill, and I hone it, and I think about it, but it naturally was there when I was 10.